starts right here. And then just,
Oh, like some kind of rhythm.
yeah. You don't have to really get one. Right now.
You have to go in like some sense of rhythm.
I know.
You played piano, didn't you?
2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Tiffany. Welcome. I powerlift and I do voiceovers. So I just kind of want to talk about emotions. And a lot of people, okay, I don't want to generalize, but I think we've heard people say like, oh, I don't feel anything. I'm not emotional. And I think, why is emotional a word that is negative? You know, I feel like every single person on this planet is emotional. If you're human, you are emotional. And we often think, or generally, like, I feel like society thinks that emotions are purely just sadness or like negativity, but emotion can be anything. It can be happiness, it can be anger, it can be whatever. There was this Psychology in Seattle is a YouTube channel that I watch, and he's a therapist that reacts to TV shows and stuff, and he was reacting to this Bachelor, and he was saying how like, oh, I'm never emotional, like I don't ever get this way, blah blah blah, I don't really show emotion. And it was just ironic because he was basically being angry when he was saying that whole thing, which is an emotion, and he was being emotional. So it's just kind of funny how society just makes emotions a bad thing. And I think that if you don't show emotion, I feel like deep down there are emotions that just aren't revealed, probably due to trauma or just due to society, or mostly if you're a man or a dude, most likely just taught not to show your emotion. And so therefore you just think you don't feel it, but it usually comes out in a different way. Like for example, for me, as a woman, we are taught in society that being angry as a woman isn't socially acceptable, but it's more socially acceptable to be sad and to cry. And so that's why, like, for me, I always have to ask myself, am I actually sad or am I actually mad? And it's just really interesting, you know, because vice versa, like with guys, it's more acceptable for them to be mad than to be sad and cry. I feel like if we don't accept that we have emotions whenever we're facing a problem, and we don't accept that, hey, this is my emotion, like I'm hurt, like I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm happy, especially with a conflict, we tend to direct that energy towards another person. And so I think in order to solve problems, we talk about a lot of this in therapy, but in order to solve problems and in order to try to be more effective when you communicate, first acknowledge your own feelings. And a lot in therapy is we talk about how not to say, you did this to me, you made me this way, you blah blah blah. It's much more healthier and much more like less aggressive and attacking to say, I'm hurt because I feel blah 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 blah. Then it gives them the other person a chance to open up and be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Because I feel like a lot of people, we felt all the emotions. Like, we learned in psychology, in my psychology class, that literally kids from, I think it was like 0 to 6 months, we've already developed all the 5 basic emotions: fear, anger, sadness, happiness. And so everybody knows how to feel it, but through society, through trauma, through how we've been attached to our caregivers, we have become either numb, either just not able to feel, either just confused on what our emotions are, and also not capable of expressing them. And it is a very fucking hard thing to feel how you actually feel. I remember one of my sessions with a therapist, she was asking me like, how do you feel? I'm like, I don't feel anything. Like, I feel bored. And she's like, that's not an emotion. So story is, go to therapy. I mean, if you don't believe it works, then obviously don't, but I'm just a very big advocate for it. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. What is that?